Jurgen Klopp is a genius. He has completely transformed Liverpool over the last few years. By using innovative tactics and style of play, he has achieved their first league title in 30 years, as well as their 6th Champions League. That's why today I'm going to show you how you can replicate Klopp's tactics in the game, as well as the secret weapon he used that changed Liverpool forever. Jurgen Klopp joined Liverpool on the 8th of October 2015. After 2 pretty successful managerial careers, he secured promotion with Mainz for the first time in their history and brought Dortmund to the Champions League final after topping the grip of death that contained them, Man City, Real Madrid and Ajax. Now Klopp uses a pretty similar style to what he did at those 2 clubs. Let's start off with his formation. Klopp tends to go with a traditional 4-3-3, so that's exactly what we're going to do here. Now you only want to make 2 changes with this. First of all, bring Trent further up and slightly more central to give him more of an attacking role in the midfield. Now an option here is to take the middle centre mid and drop him into CDM, but that is completely optional as Liverpool currently don't have a proper number 6. Now Klopp likes to play the traditional Gegenpressing. This involves constant pressure until the ball is won back. So what you want to do here is set a defensive style to press after possession loss. Change the team width to 40 and the depth to 85. This creates a high line in order to add constant pressure. Moving on to the build-up play. This should be set to fast build-up. Chance creation set to direct passing and width set to 70 this time. This gets the ball up the pitch in as little time as possible. Finally, change players in the box to 6, corners to 4 and free kicks to 4. Moving on to the player instructions. This is where the video gets a little bit more complicated, so feel free to pause whenever you want. Now this will differ if you play something like career mode or ultimate team and have different players to this Liverpool team, but if you can try and base it off these players as much as possible. Starting off with Alisson, he quite simply comes out for crosses and is a sweeper keeper. The 2 centre-backs stay exactly the same with all their stats being default. Tamikez or Robertson should have attacking runs and join the attack. Run type is overlap with defensive position staying default. Now for Trent, what you want to be doing here is keeping his attacking runs the same as Tamikez and change run type to inverted. This brings him more into the midfield, helping to pass the ball down the middle. Also change his defensive position to step up. All this does is prevent any free space from coming from the right flank. Now for the centre mid trio, starting with Gravenberch. His attacking support and support and crosses is default, whereas interceptions is changed to aggressive. His positioning freedom and defensive position should also remain the default as shown here. Next up is either McAllister or Endo. Both playing that kind of CDM position, you want him to stay back while attacking. Stay on the edge of the box for a cross and set his positioning freedom to free roam. And finally, Szoboszlai. He is more of an aggressive midfielder that moves up the pitch. That's why you should change his attacking support to get forward. Support and crosses stays balanced. Interceptions set to aggressive interceptions and his positioning freedom set to free roam. Now for the front 3. Up front, Nunes or Gakpo simply set to drift wide and get in behind. Both of these players tend to drift to the left-hand side during games, leaving tons of space for Jota to potentially invert, and their defensive support should stay the same. Moving on to Jota himself, his defensive support is come back on defense, chance creation is balanced, with support runs and support and crosses being set default, as well as aggressive interceptions. And finally, the Egyptian king, Mo Salah, being the key to this Liverpool team, his defensive support should be set to stay forward. Chance creation is stay wide, and get support runs is get in behind. His support and crosses stays the same, and finally aggressive interceptions. And that's how you can replicate Liverpool's tactics on EAFC 24. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time. See ya!